Hey everybody, it's Shelby and we are in the VIP. How is everyone today? I hope y'all are doing great. I hope y'all had a great weekend. We are about to get started making something really awesome. So we are making a centerpiece. And this is going to be something super cute for spring, through summer, Easter. It's going to be adorable. A gorgeous arrangement, I think anyway. So what we have is a board from Walmart. So these are already complete. And they're already whitewashed. They're super beautiful. I want to say they were $5. And I took some gaps and cracks. Now this is back in the craft section. They have all kinds of different ones. Then I took gaps and cracks. Already sprayed it on here. I probably did it a couple of months ago. So I have a bunch of boards outside and I just kind of spray them on there. Just so I can have them when I'm ready to make a centerpiece. So I'm going to show you our main components that are super adorable. I saw these at Hobby Lobby and knew that I had to make something with them, so I'm hoping it turns out beautiful. But they are these mushrooms. They are stuffed mushrooms. Stuffed mushrooms. They are mushrooms. I have never been a mushroom fan, but now that I see these more and more, I'm just becoming to where I just really love them. So we're using those, and then I have this adorable moss bunny that we might use in this. So because I have the moss bunny, I got this at Hobby Lobby last season on clearance, so I think it cost me about $3. The mushrooms, all three of them together, are $30 regular price, but they're spring, so they're 40% off, so it's about $18. So I have this natural moss and this green moss. They're Spanish moss from Hobby Lobby. I think it's from Hobby Lobby, maybe Walmart. I think Walmart. And I don't want a whole lot of green because I want my bunny to be able to stand out a little bit. So I think I'm going to mix it with some of this natural. So let's cut it open and see about placing some of it and mixing it with our green. So ideally, when I saw the mushrooms, I thought fairy garden. I really wanted to do a fairy garden, but I didn't want to wait to order everything. And Hobby Lobby's was resin stuff. They didn't really have anything of plastic, so we know how that goes. So we're just going for Easter spring mushroom garden. I wanted to get like a little fairy house and a door. I thought that would be really cute. Now I do have some pebbles. I do want to make like a little pebble path, but they're in my car and my husband just left to go get the kids, so we can't use them right now. So hopefully I'll come back and add those when we're done. So let's see how this looks mixing these mosses. Just to get some of that green underneath. Not too much. Not having to totally cover in green. And these mushrooms they're really big, so it's gonna cover a lot for us also. And so I think I like the way that looks. Just covered like that, a little bit of green sticking out. We have the dried underneath. I think it's really pretty. And so I'm just gonna stick with that. And now I need to find my big bag of floral pins. What I do? I have my little container up here, and I thought I had my big bag of floral pins. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, there they are. It's finally time to tear open this bag, so I just have this enormous bag from Hobby Lobby. You know, that'll last you a while. I'm going to cut it open, but not too much because there is nothing worse than a floral pin bag that gets turned upside down. Get my glue gun. It should be good and hot. And I'm just going to start sticking. I'm just going to run just a little bit of glue on the end of my floral pin. I'm just going to start sticking some of these in there to start holding this in place. Not a lot, because the more stuff we add, the more it's going to hold itself in place. So we don't have to go crazy with the floral pins. And we're just going to work our way around, gluing this down. That is a piece of pond straw in my moss. No, thank you. Just a little dab of glue. And I'm just kind of looking around at the places that I think need to be pinned down a little bit. Whoops. Don't do that. Okay, we'll do one more up top. And now we have our base covered. And now, oh, I need one more right here, I feel like. And the reason we just don't go crazy with the glue on our foam and put the moss down is because if you put that layer of hot glue all over your foam, you're not going to be able to stick anything in there. Okay. Let's get this moss mess out of the way. And let's clean up our work area a little bit so we can see what we're doing. I love having this little handy dandy broom and dustpan at my table. It makes life a lot easier, especially when you're dealing with glitter and things like that. Way easier to clean up. Okay, let's bring this back over here and let's get to playing. So these have bean bags in the bottom, and y'all have seen us do this before, and so obviously I'm hoping that when I cut this open, it is going to be a bag of beans that I can just yank out of there because it's heavy, it's bulky. You don't need all that. So see, it's just a bag. Now sometimes it gets messy, but see, it's a big bag. Like, that's a heavy bag. So now it's all nice and lightweight and pretty. Throw that in the trash. Cut this Hobby Lobby tag off. Cut this other Hobby Lobby tag off. You gotta have some prep work, guys. Gotta do some prepping. And now we can just fold this in and glue it back together. Just run a nice bead of glue, fold it over, and just glue it back down. Just to hold all of our stuffing in. Now this is the big one, so obviously I know I want it to go up top. Can you see that? There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so I do want it to go up top. Just like this. Now, I wonder if I could, I want to glue this down, but I also want to run some floral pins through this, if I can. Yeah, like that. And so we can pin it into the foam. So I just stuck it through there. And I'm going to stick one on the back side also. So now I have 2 pins, and I can just add it that way. Now I do obviously want to douse this with some glue, and then I'm going to put glue on my pins. And this is about to start getting a little messy, and that's okay. I'm going to come in, start my pin, and get it down in there, just like that. Perfection. Perfection. Look how stinking cute that is. Oh my gosh. Okie dokie. Now, let's move on to our other ones, and let's see where we want those. So I'm thinking about this big one back here in the back. It's kind of bumping into that one. Oh, I could run it in this back corner and just gotta gather them up like this. But I think that's a little too crowded. We might not even use this bunny. I don't know. I just brought it for props. So I think I will run this one on the side of this little heel with this one like this. And then we might put this one in the back here. I wish I could find the perfect position for you guys, but you know, with the different stuff we make, there is just no perfect position. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the beans out of here. And that one went right in there on that seam quite nicely. Just split that seam open right there. Whoop, and that one's about to bust. Let's go ahead and do this one. Cut off our tags. Okay. Now we can start placing these. Let's glue these back up. Just fold one flap in and glue it down. Oh, got a little dab. Go down. Fold it over. Cooperate, please. Same thing here. Just giving it a little surgery. A little mushroom surgery. Who said we can't be surgeons? Now this one is short, so it's not wanting to fold back in. There we go. Okay, and again, I'm going to take my floral pin and see if I can run it through this cloth. That's a thick part and it's not wanting to go through. There we go. Isn't it funny how, you know, I don't know if, like before I started doing crafts and wreaths and things, home decor, I never looked at that stuff at Hobby Lobby and thought, I can change that. I can totally do something different with that. You know, you kind of just think it is what it is. Like, they made it that way and that's how you're supposed to use it. Or at least that's how I thought. And so now we take all of the wonderful things they make, tear them apart, alter them, cut them up, and create something really wonderful. And honestly, you have to do that in life. Like the saying, you know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It's kind of the same concept. When life gives us lemons, we make a super cute wreath and a centerpiece to match it. That's what we do with our lemons. I'm just gonna hold that down just for a second. Wish I could have pinned that through there, but I don't think it's gonna go through now at all. It's way too thick. Yeah, that's okay. It should hold. Okay, let's work our way to this back corner. So we have this one coming off the side, which I think is really, really cute. And then we're gonna put this one back here in the back corner. Now it looks a little weird from up there, but this is how it's gonna look from the front. Wonder if I could lower y'all down so y'all could see it that way. Let's see, hold on, you're gonna go for a ride, okay? You're gonna look backwards for a second, and then I'm gonna bring you up. I don't know if that's a better position, but it might be. We'll see. And I can move it back a little bit too. All right, so let's run some glue on the bottom of this guy and get him stuck directly to that wood, like so. We'll have to hold him for a second. Make sure he's good and down. And I'm kind of smushing him a little bit because I do want him shorter than this one so they're not just constantly bumping. I mean, obviously it's not going to be moving a lot, but you know what I mean. I'm going to run some glue down here at the bottom. So that's where we're at so far. I am in love. Love, love. Absolute love. How cute is that with that little bunny? Aw. I don't know if we're going to add him or not. Like, we might make him like a optional addition because it's cute, but, you know, really want some flowers going on. All right. Now we can start building with all of our beautiful florals. So we are going to start off with some darker greenery because we need to build our base up. So I have this Greenery Spray. This came from Sims Pottery. And we're just going to start throwing some of it in here because I think it is a great color contrast. It's dark. It's going to give it a nice base, but it has this beautiful color coming off of it that I think is going to look really, really great in this centerpiece. So we're going to snip a couple of it off. Now, this is not a pusher. It'd have been great if it was. And I'm just snipping a couple off. And I'm just going to start playing around with it to where, you know, I think I like it. And I'm going to face y'all with it. And I'm going to start working this in so you can kind of see where I'm putting it. I'm just going to start working it into the centerpiece. And then I can come back and glue it. And I know this greenery is a little bit hard to see on the camera. I wonder, let's try something. I have all my stuff in the background, so it's probably throwing it off a little bit. We'll see if that helps at all. Everything, all the things. No? That didn't help any, did it? Oh gosh. That did not help at all. I was trying to give you a nice background, but now it's just in the way. Okay, go back. The beauty of centerpieces. The beauty of centerpieces. I'm going to move you around this way then. Hi! Sorry guys. Okay. So we're going to try this out. We're going to see if this works a little bit better. And so we just have some greenery going on. It's the greenery's dark anyway, so it's going to be hard to see when it's not up against a light background. And so those are a couple of tall pieces. So we have this tall piece, and we're going to work our tall pieces in here, and then we're going to work our way around into the front. We know we like to make stuff appealing to the eye. So I'm going to take these pieces and I'm going to just snip them in half. And use them that way. And I'm going to go ahead and start gluing down. Just putting a dab of glue where I stick it into that gaps and cracks. Into that foam. And we're just going to start building. We're building this awesome little garden. This awesome little garden with oversized mushrooms, an oversized greenery, almost like an Alice in Wonderland garden. All right, I like those, so I'm going to go ahead and clip some more off and cut them in half to work through there. Smokey, why do you have to play with my ornaments while I'm doing a video every time in here? Can't you take them in the other room? This crazy dog. Crazy, crazy dog. All right, let's start working in some more. And this is a full 360 design, so I am going to be filling up the back. And so I am just going to be working my way around this piece. Now it looks a little funny right now because I just have a bunch of things sticking out of it, but this is just some base greenery. Just some teensy weensy pieces to start developing some color in the base of our beautiful garden. And we definitely want to work some pieces up under this area. We don't want to leave that bare. And so I'm just going to stick it in the foam right behind it and work it in that way. Okay, I think that's enough of those pieces for now. We'll save those extra ones if we need them in just a little bit. Now let's grab some more of our fun stuff. Now obviously I brought in some lighter color eucalyptus. We're going to throw that in there. I also have these succulent pieces because I thought, you know, maybe put like some lettuce or some cabbage or something, but I couldn't find any little ones. All I have is an enormous one. So I thought these were absolutely perfect to go on the garden floor. So I'm going to go ahead and place these. I want these to shine. So I'm going to snip it about here. I'm going to leave it kind of long. And we're going to work one into the front right here. In with that dark greenery off of that moss. And isn't that just beautiful? Does that not just pop? Totally ties the whole piece together. And so these were $1.99 at Hobby Lobby. Now these are in the floral accent section, so they don't ever go on sale. It is number 1391713. I'm keeping all my tags. I'm gonna take a picture of them when I'm done and post with the picture in the group in case y'all want to get the SKUs off of those and look them up. So I have that beautiful one going on in the front. And so let's see. I'm tempted to have this one coming out of this mushroom over here so that we can have some stuff going on. Have it going on. Because obviously this is going to be the front piece. So see that piece right up under there? I like it. So I'm going to glue that down. Like it's coming up into that mushroom. Adorable. Adorable. I have these succulents too that I thought were really, really cute. Another just light color that can pop off of this dark greenery. Let's see, this one is a pusher. I don't think you really need to push those. Not really. So we'll probably throw some of those in there in just a little bit. We can do some base stuff after we get a lot of bigger components in there. So now we have our dark greenery and we have these light pieces. We're going to go ahead and start throwing in some of our other pieces. More succulents, you know, succulents and mushrooms. They kind of go together. It just kind of, it's a personal preference really. Now I love these. And so I really do think I want these beautiful wispies in this design. Y'all, I'm so sorry, okay? Because I cannot find a place that I like y'all today. So hold the phone. I'm gonna lift y'all back up a little bit. So we're just going for a few roller coaster rides today. Just don't have a lot of room to work with so y'all can see everything that's going on. It's aggravating. Aggravating. I think that's pretty good. So I definitely want some of these beautiful wispies in this design. They're tall. They're just, I don't know. I love these. These are one of my favorites. This was $4.50, 61619. I don't know where I got this, but it was only $4.50. Where did I buy this? I do not remember. I look up 61619. Usually 5 numbered barcodes are Liberty Floral. And Liberty Floral is incredible. That's where you get the 60919. So these are beautiful. So I'm going to cut a few of these off. And it has these cute little pieces that go with it. I'm not a huge fan of the foam leaves, but I do love these other pieces that are in here. So we're going to cut some of those out too. I like the texture of those. I think that's a great texture for this piece. So we'll cut a few of those. Not the foam flowers. I don't think foam flowers go with what we're doing here. This one has one missing. Cut that off. Now this is probably going to be a little bit long. Maybe not. Like that. Oh, that is so beautiful. So right in between these mushrooms, and it's just dainty, it's dangling, it just looks so natural and beautiful. Glue that bad boy down. Yes, ma'am. Okay, now this is a 3-piece. I'm going to cut that little piece off. And I have these two. And so I'm going to come around over here. Now I cut these a little bit shorter because we're stacking. So if you look at the way we're building this, it's tall. So we are going tall in a dome shape around here, but we're also going this way. So we have tall, and then we're going to go a little bit shorter down this way. So you kind of, when you make a design, you kind of make it with curves. And so you kind of just go with your curves. Let's see. I like that. So we're going to go in between these 2 other mushrooms. I'm going to glue that down. Now what I did there was stick that in there, and then I pulled this one, I just bent it down through so it wasn't sitting just on top up there. Just like that. Now I have this one other one. We can come full circle with it. Bring it around to the front. Now I'm going to cut this down a pretty good bit. So it comes right out front there. The little wispies going everywhere. And so far, I think that is absolutely gorgeous. It is so cute. And I love this little wispy one that's just hanging out up top. Love it. Now I have these cute little pieces. I think that's a great texture and color to get in here. Great filler. So we're going to just start placing these now. You know, I'm going to kind of do the same thing I did with these other greenery pieces, and we're just going to start placing them in here and gluing them down. Right in the back there with that one. Oh, it needs some more glue. come up under this mushroom with one that's angled out and down. Put another little one down here. Some of these are a little hard to feed through because the wires aren't really sturdy. And so if you need to take a screwdriver or an ice pick or something and get you a hole started, do that with the foam and then follow it back in with your piece. So I think these are great colors for this foresty garden look that we have going on. Let's see if we can't get one more in here. I have a couple more pieces. I really don't want this bush to go to waste. And, you know, with a design like this, you really can't have too much filler. So see, you don't even really see it on camera, but it's there. It's there, and it's a beautiful filler. It's creating texture that you don't even recognize. And I think that is just so super stinking cute so far. Stinking cute. Okay, let's start incorporating some color. Let's get some color put in here. We have a lot of greenery. Let's get some color. Let's get some of our beautiful flowers that we know blossom in the woods. So we have these white filler flowers. These came from Sim's Pottery. And we used these orange ones the other day, though they're the same thing. We have these flowers from Hobby Lobby, just another cute bush. Some more little dainty flowers, and then some daisies. Are these daisies? Yes, I think these are daisies. Now, these daisies are a big floral piece. So let's cut some of those off, and we're going to leave those long. We definitely want those dancing up with those mushrooms. Those are going to be dancing right off of there. Let's just try these few out at first, see how we like it. All right, where's my tallest one? So we'll start out with this one. And those are beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So let's work some more around in our same pattern that we've been going. Tall and short, all the things. Just threading it through the greenery, bending it down, bending it to where you want it to face. Smokey, what are you doing? You are going crazy back there. Bend those down just a little bit. I'm going to clip these. Work a couple of these in. The bottom. Like they're all just poking out because they got a taste of sunlight. They're out from under those mushrooms. This beautiful taste of sun. So they're just reaching up for that sunlight. So see, I took these and I'm going to bend them because we know that's what flowers do. Flowers reach for the sun. And so I'm going to take them and I'm going to come under this mushroom like they just came out and they're just reaching for the sun. I'm not sure how a little 4-pound dog can make that much noise, but he's going crazy down there with an empty roll of ribbon. Like he's losing his marbles. Definitely let that one dry. And this is just so stunning. I love it. All right, let's get into some of our orange flowers. We really need some pops of color in here. So I'm pushing these up and we're gonna start snipping a couple of these off. We know how much just a little bit of color can change things. So let's play around with some of these oranges. And when I put stuff in here, I go in between some of my greenery leaves. That way it really gets incorporated into as part of the design. You can spread it out, mix them all up, work them together. I think that's beautiful. And it just breaks up the monotony of the white and the green. We'll start working these around the bottom. I love that pop of color that orange is putting in there. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, no one's here to answer the phone. Sorry. Leave a message, I'll call you right back. Oh, my husband must have grabbed it. Now we have some of the white of the same, but I feel like we have a lot of white going on in there, so I don't necessarily really want to add white to it. But here we are so far, looking beautiful. I'm going to add a little bit more orange to the front. What are you doing? Lay down before you hurt yourself. Puppies is the equivalent of having a newborn baby. And they literally get into every stinking thing. Everything. They leave no stone unturned. No water uncharted. Isn't that beautiful? Is that not just so light and dainty and pretty? I just love it so much. I love it so much. Okay, so we have some colored flowers that we can put in here too. Some of those little ones that we used in our design the other day in our little flower pot. So we could work some of those in here. Let's see. Let's snip that off and take a look. So we've got a lot of glue in here now, so it makes it a little bit harder to work in some of these pieces. I think that's pretty. The pops of the little bits of color. We're not going to put a ton in there, but I think that's just a really pretty addition right there. It's a beautiful garden. And we're just going to work a very few in here. Just some pops of color. That one only has one pink flower and some cute greenery, so I think I'm going to use it. I'm going to drive it right down here under this mushroom. It's looking a little empty. Where we're at. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I keep singing the same thing over and over, but guys, when a design comes together better than you imagine, like, what do you expect? Like, you should sing about it. How can you not sing about it? It's like, I created that with my hands. With my vision, I brought this to life. How awesome is that? How awesome is it that God gave us these incredible, different skills? It's wonderful. So we're going to work this one down here. Hello? Mama. Hi, babe. No. I'm doing a tutorial right now, okay? So we just work all of these pieces in. We have these flowers here. Let me shut my door real quick. Hang on. Did y'all get Stony? Kason, where's Stony? Kason. I'm doing a tutorial. I'll be out in a minute. Why are they trying to make me feel like they forgot one of my kids? What the heck? Okay, so I do think I'm going to work in a few of these cute little succulents. Now, I'm probably only going to do 2 because this is a pusher and there's only 2 bushes. I think these are pretty. I think I'm going to do one back here. Yeah, so let me go ahead and glue it. I like that. I think that's really pretty. I'm going to bring one to the front. Now those flowers are not wanting to stay up where I want them. There we go. Now if I could find a way to split this in half, but then the stem would be really, really short. So I can't do that. That's okay. I just want to work it in where it can be seen. We don't want to waste our money on something you can't see. And that's just another little pop of a different texture right there. Okay. Now they're already in. Lord help me. All right, so we have some of this eucalyptus we could throw in there. I think we have a lot of greenery going on though. So I feel like we're pretty good on that end of it. And so our last and final touch, now like I said, you could put this little bunny as a little option in there, but you know, we're gonna save that for something later. Our last little something, besides the little pebble path that I am gonna do, and I'll probably do another video later, but we are definitely gonna throw in butterflies. This is a butterfly spray I got from Craft Outlet. That is one of my favorites because it has these beautiful twigs on it. Now these little wire pieces, I don't know what those are doing. You would think they're supposed to have butterflies attached. So I'm just gonna snip those off. I don't understand these little wires. And so I'm just going through and clipping those off because I don't like them. And now we are going to take these beautiful twig sprays and work these into our design. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 butterflies. And I'm going to leave these long until I decide where I want them to go. So let's take these beautiful twigs. I love twigs, especially in a design like this. We're going to curl some of this stuff around. That one does not curl, so don't do that. And this is just going to be another awesome texture to go into this design. And so we're going to work some into the back. Go ahead and stick some glue because it's hard to get down in there and glue this down now. And work that in there. We're going to take this tall one, and I'm going to take this little piece off because it's wasted right there. And we're going to put it over here with all of our tall stuff. And so I'm just taking my finger and twirling it around some of those and just giving it some life. Okay, let's see. Work this in here. This little piece will bring somewhere in the front. I'll come right here in this with this mushroom. If I can get it to stick into the foam. I probably should have made myself a little hole first because that didn't have a lot to go off of. But I think we might got it. We have one more twiggy spray. Just give it some life. And I'm going to come right here in this center. Right down in here. Spread that apart. Part the C's. Now I'm going to, that one's really hard, but I did want to twist it so it's not just sticking out there waiting to stab someone. And so you can't really see those in that video, but it is just some more dimension. And then we have these adorable, beautiful butterflies. And so on this one, let's see, where's my tall one? This one's taller. So we'll put this one in the back, up here. Yep, just like that. And that went to the foam very nicely. We're going to bring this one, oh, this is the short one. So I'm gonna bring this one in here to the front, like it's flying away out of the front. Oh, there's a lot of glue in here. There we go. Okay, let's get some glue on it. Get it down in there. And then I'm going to clip this one. And I'm going to glue it right there onto this mushroom. How awesome is that? So I'm just going to glue that little bit underneath. And because of this material, it's going to stick perfectly. Just like that. How pretty is that? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, I stinking love the way this turned out. I hope you guys loved it too. Oh gosh, that is so cute. Okay, so we can put a bow if you did want to just like throw in a bow or something in here, because you know that's what we do. We're crafters. We make stuff. We like bows. We like ribbon. So I had thought about using this red plaid and doing a tiny little bow right up under here. I still might do that. I do want to put a little pebble path there. I do know that for sure. Let me see what we got going in here. That doesn't really look like a bow. I don't know, I do kind of want to put some ribbon in here. I thought about using these two together, so I thought that'd be really cute for this design. It would really pop. Really pop. Let me see. And bring this one behind it. So I'm just making a tiny little bow. Like super tiny. See if I can get this tied off with a pipe cleaner. Let's see if we can't find a cute spot for this bow. I'm going to go ahead and snip this off pretty short. Let's see. So something like that would be really cute. Just like that. Just a little finishing touch, a little added bow. You could do that. You could throw some butterfly ribbon in there. And so I'm just going to take those short little pieces of pipe cleaner and I'm going to run this bow all the way down, and I'm just going to twist it around some of these florals that I have sticking out here. And bring some of those florals up into it. And let's dovetail these. Nice and short. Put a little dab of glue behind it to glue it down. And we're done. Just like that, just a little added touch. All right, guys, we are done. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have had a great weekend and you have a great week so far, and I will see you guys later this week. Bye.